What's going on, guys? It's a little Friday video here, smarthelping.com. So, I want to be more public about updates and changes I make to the templates I've built over the years, as well as show, um, obviously, updates to templates because it's useful. So, uh, most recently, I did this lending as a service, 10-year financial model update for loan length. So I built this model years ago, and it's actually sold pretty well. It's helped a lot of people. And the recent update I've done is the loan length used to be static, so it was 3, 6, 9, 12, and those numbers couldn't change, or else if it did, you would get improper ending loan counts at the end of each month for these, because it was hard coded to just figure out how many months this was, and it would just take that amount of months less, uh, um, however many loans were settled in that month to get the number of expired loans. So the update changes that. It's now all dynamic. So just so you can see, let's just look at the first one. So it's 3 months here. If I were to now change this to say 8 months loans on average, you can see now look at the loan expiry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 full months of interest, and then you've got that loan expired here. In the next month, whatever loans were added in month 2 expired, and so on. And you can see now in month 13, our assumptions are now doing one loan a month. And don't worry about the decimals. Decimals are completely fine in financial forecast. It essentially means you're adding one every 2 months, and the economic value um, accordingly adjusts. But decimals are completely fine in forecasts. Try to tell it to people and all these things I do. It's completely acceptable. Anyway, so month 13 we've added one. So now it's 8 month term, so it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there you go. You can see in 21 we've now got, instead of zero point 0.5 expiring, we got 1 expiring. And that goes all the way through for 10 years based on how many loans are added uh, based on this schedule in the loan counts each year, the monthly amount added. So anyway, it's not a huge update, but it is valuable, and I thought this makes the model more useful because now you can make your terms, the average terms for each risk category, whatever amount you want. I went up to 18 here, but it's just essentially it should be your weighted average term, and it's got to be a whole number. And there's 4 different ones. You define the percentage of loans settled that fall into each category for each risk rating. And you can see you've got the risk ratings here. You got 3, 6, 12, 18. Then the second risk rating, 3, 6, 12, 18, and so on all the way for all 7 of the risk ratings. And this is a nice, simple formula, but clever formula to make this work so we can get the proper total loan count each month. So, and again, this is assuming, so we're adding these loans every month, and then eventually the loans that were added are going to expire based on the terms, so that we're just trying to get an accurate count here. So when we calculate the interest, which is going to be completely based on the loan settled amount, um, we can get accurate numbers. So this model also has an annual summary. It's got plenty of charts, cool charts here, executive summary, discounted cash flow analysis. It's got startup costs, OPEX, and then all this stuff about loans. It is a nice one because I've got the base is whatever you put in for the base assumptions, and you can adjust the magnitude, and if it's low or high relative to the base, and this is a percentage it would change. Um, so that's some nice logic. Um, I guess that's it. If you want to purchase it, it'll be in the link below, the description box in the link below. And if you want to check out more stuff, um, go to smarthelping.com. I've got over 100 models here. I do bulk discounts as well on by type or by category. And recently I did do a lending business financial model that has, it's a lot more complex. So it has principal and interest. It has basically three loan types that can scale instead of just interest only. It's got, loans with interest only period followed by principal and interest only, and principal and interest. And this is far more complex. Took me about 5 weeks to build, and I actually did it live. But it's a similar type. It's in the lending business, but it's instead of lending as a service, it's actually which it's actually somebody who's giving out the loans, meaning they have to have the capital to give out the loans. They get all the principal back, and they make the interest. In this one that I just did the update to, it is a platform that is just needs to know how much total interest was charged because it's getting a percentage of that. And this is a platform that's connecting borrowers and um, lenders, but it doesn't actually loan out anything. So that's why in the model, all we need to know, we don't need to know how much capital was lent out and how much is paid back. We just need to know the net loan balance over time, which we can get based on the net loan count and the interest rate um, defined in all these assumption tabs. Okay, well, that's it. I'll see you on Tuesday. And remember, on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a inventory model template for basically it's going to show the logic to integrate inventory into a three statement model and getting all the entries right. I think that's actually very useful because it's one of the most common items you see in a model um, that's messed up. Like people have problems with doing inventory. You got to know accounting and you got to know where it hits the balance sheet, income statement, cash flow. Uh, Essentially, all those things need to be accounted for in the right way to get proper values. So that'll be cool. All right, see you then.